It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. It is The Conway Show. All right, let's get right into this here. We got a lot going on today, almost too much program. And let's start off with one of our favorite reporters, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Stone.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy, for coming on. From ABC News, right? How long have you been with ABC News?
Almost 21 years.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Thank God we're not talking about egg prices. What do you got, bud? What do you got?
How about egg prices?
Oh, Christ.
that the average price for a dozen eggs was $2 until 2022. Always under $2.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
Now the average cost is like $4.15, $4.16. So
do you eat eggs?
Usually egg whites.
Yeah.
I don't even like the taste of the yolk. To me is no good. It's not really a health thing. I just don't like the taste of the yolk.
Everybody in my family used to eggs easy up or easy side up or sunny side up, and then dip the toast in the yolk. I'm like, ugh, it's gross.
Yeah, are you an egg guy?
Yum. No, not at all. I hate eggs.
No. You're like Guy Fieri, who hates eggs on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
I pick the egg out of fried rice. I order fried rice
I'm not
with
that
no
bad.
egg.
I'll eat it in there.
Oh, get out of here. No, they're just gross. Gross. So what's going on with them? Why are they going to go up now to, what, 40,000 a dozen?
Yeah, something like that. They're going to go up a lot more. So a lot of farms are being impacted by bird flu. Entire flocks are being either killed off or they're dying on their own. It moves very quickly through chickens and can be from the chicken is fine to the chicken is dead within a day, and then they're not producing eggs, obviously, and then a lot of these are being killed off. So to prevent the spread, but eggs have become a hot commodity. I mean, you've heard in Pennsylvania the 100,000 eggs that were stolen worth about $40,000 that taken from a farm in a trailer, and Pennsylvania State Police are looking for whoever took the eggs. That this stuff is like gold right now. So first of all, the restaurants are feeling it. Waffle House, which we don't, I think, have any in California, right? Or very few of them, maybe out near the Arizona line. But they're adding 50 cents per egg, a surcharge on to any egg that you get. Other restaurants, these guys with their thick New York accents, this guy owns a diner. He says he's feeling
It's ruining my bottom line. There is no bottom line. The bottom fell out of my bottom line right now.
The bottom fell out of his bottom line, and this guy owns a deli.
An average case used to be $60, $70. Today I paid $221.
Wow.
$221 a case. It was $60 a case a couple of months ago. So the Agriculture Department is saying that they think egg prices are going to go up another 20% this year, probably in the next couple of months, because if you can find them. I was at Costco last weekend, and it was like toilet paper during the pandemic, that everybody went straight, the doors opened up, they went to the back, they got their eggs, and then the eggs were out, and I think Aldi is now limiting to 2 cartons per person.
Right, but toilet paper was smart because you could always return it or use it in 20 years. You can't do that.
You don't
want
to use an egg in 20 years.
Right.
Or use it like you used toilet paper. That's going to hurt.
Is there a bird flu vaccination?
You mean for humans or
no, for birds?
For birds, I don't know. I don't believe so, but there's been some talk about maybe vaccinating birds, but I think that's going to be an issue of people then eating the product.
And then there's also, there'll be 25% of the birds that won't trust the vax.
That's true. It's going to be all over again, but it's going to be birds clucking about it. But this new find is the concerning thing. In Nevada, this more severe strain of bird flu that's now been found in milk from a farm. This is the strain that killed a guy in Louisiana, and he got it from wild birds in Louisiana, but they had not seen it jump to any other humans. Well, there was one other human in Canada that got severely ill, but jump in the U.S. to any other humans or to cattle, whereas the first strain, cattle, has been what has been giving it to most of the humans. They have been dairy workers who have been getting it, but they haven't been getting seriously ill. So now we have this strain that killed the man in Louisiana that now is in cattle. And so that's a concern of, okay, if this spreads like the first strain did in cattle and was deadly, that's going to be a problem. But the new strain they don't know a lot about. Scientists are still trying to understand it. How's it go animals to humans? More human cases, they believe, probably will come. But in mainly dairy workers, you got to be around cows or around wild birds. unless it starts going human to human, which it could. It hasn't in the U.S. at this point.
It will.
So the biggest thing is right now going to be the way most of us are impacted. It's going to be poultry prices, egg prices, anything with eggs in it. For most people, as of now, this is not going to be a problem.
And then do they still have, I mean, in the bird world, is there like a sort of an informal rule, like cover your beak? When you sneeze.
when you cluck?
Yeah, or you sneeze into your feathers. Do they have the same crap we had to go through?
Isn't that
with
how
COVID?
they sleep? They look down and stick their beaks in there. Maybe that's what they're doing.
I don't know, but it does seem like like the bird flu. We were able to control it every year whenever it came up in the past.
This isn't new. Yeah, the avian flu is not new. If you remember, this goes back a number of years, and this time, because it went to cattle, where over the summer, the thinking was, this is the bird flu again. We've had shortages on eggs before, but it won't go into it'll just stay in the poultry world. And then it made the jump in September-ish to cattle. And the worry being those who drink raw milk, that it is alive and well in that raw milk. And we've seen numerous samples where it's been in there. So don't drink raw milk. Drink the pasteurized milk that you get at the grocery store. And then the human cases now, I think there have been 67 in the U.S., most of them mild because it's been that previous strain. The next logical step would be probably going human to human, but they don't know of it yet. But it's progressed in the last 6 months or so from, only in birds to now we're talking about this new strain and it being deadly in humans.
My grandmother, who was from Romania, she didn't trust American chickens. So she would buy a whole chicken. She wouldn't buy, when you go to the market, you can get chicken breasts or chicken legs, chicken thighs, wings. But she said, a lot of the times if they open up a chicken and that chicken has cancer, they'll throw away the cancer parts, but then you still get the breast or the wing or any part that doesn't have cancer.
That's gross. But does it hurt us at all? I don't know.
I don't know. Sounds like it does. Gross. It sounds like it does. It sounds like it does.
I've heard that with beef, too, where they say sometimes you'll get a cut that could have cancer or a tumor.
Right.
In it.
And they're big green cancerous tumors, too.
Oh, it can be stinky.
They throw the tumor away and then give you the legs or the wings or the breasts, whatever. Yeah.
Did you have that store down here in L.A.? I know we had it up in the Bay Area, Wild Birds Unlimited.
No. What was that?
I still remember the theme. Wild Birds Unlimited.
It sounds like something that Mark Thompson would have voiced over.
But I just wonder if that store's still around. That's probably not what you want to be right now when it's spreading among wild birds.
Right. But if there's so many, chickens that have the bird flu and they're killing hundreds of million of them, how come whenever you go to, Kentucky Fried Chicken or Chick-fil-A or Cane's, there's never a shortage? They always have chicken.
And will prices go up on that kind of stuff soon?
Right,
if
or
we're
is that real chicken?
Right now, it's got to, right?
Is it real chicken? I don't know.
There you go.
Don't you think they could make chicken or something that looks like it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's vegetarian chicken that looks somewhat close.
And I went to, what was it, Panda Express. And I said, are you guys affected by this, the chicken flu and all the chicken shortage? And the lady goes, oh, we don't use chicken. No, I'm just kidding. I think they do. I think it's just
let the
very
lawsuits
little of
come
it.
in. The orange chicken aficionados.
But when you get orange chicken in the old days, there was a lot of chicken in there. Now it's like a lot of breading.
Now it's a chicken nugget with orange sauce over.
Yeah. I would pay top dollar if they had like a high end fast Chinese food place.
Well, Panda Express does say gourmet on it. Their logo says gourmet Chinese food.
I get it. I love Panda Express.
It is
My
good.
Body does not.
Yeah.
Does not, man. I got to, fly home. I got to eat it when I get home. All right, but I appreciate you coming on Super Bowl. Any predictions?
Well, we're more of a Chiefs family than I know everyone goes, oh, come on, because they've won every year. But I
you
feel
should
like
be
the
proud
Eagles,
of that.
though, they may be feeling it this year. They got to come back. I'm going to go probably Eagles.
All right, I'm going to say bird flu wipes out the Eagles. Chiefs win. But I appreciate you coming on.
All right.
There he goes. Alex Stone, everybody. That guy's cool, right? That guy's a cool dude. And he often comes on with us. When we come back, we can give you you can win, I should say, $1,000. $1,000. We'll teach you how to do that when we come back. Plus, at 5 o'clock, some kind of a low-level scandal going on with the National Football League. We'll get in that, too. We got a lot going on.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, for 25 years, since, well, let me see, 1996, I started at KLSX. So 28 years, 29 years. Hey, we're coming up on 30 years. 29 years I've been telling people in Los Angeles, previously on 97 on the FM talk station, then on KBC, and then here. I've been telling everybody you've got to get rid of these palm trees. They look beautiful, but they are a menace to society. They burn, they go up like a Roman candle, and they will burn an entire neighborhood down. Once they catch fire, they stay on fire for hours, sometimes days. And all those embers come flying off those palm trees and wipe people out. And we saw it over and over and over again. We saw it in the Eaton fire. We saw it in the Palisades fire. You see it in Malibu. People love the palm trees. They love palm trees. But we got to get rid of them. Got to get rid of them. In fire torn areas or fire ravaged area, fire susceptible areas, we've got to get rid of them. They've got to come down. And if I was an insurance company, I would not insure you if you had palm trees on your property. Wouldn't do it. Unless you're In-N-Out. I'll give it pass to In-N-Out. Or maybe In-N-Out will take down their palm trees in solidarity and maybe put up 2 oak trees. 2 oak trees crossing. That's possible. But they've got to come down.
In California, where you think oaks?
No, not really. I mean, oak trees.
Sycamore, maybe?
I think oak trees are, I don't know if oak trees are.
Redwoods?
Oh, yeah, maybe redwoods is good. Yeah, redwoods is a good one.
But
for
that's Northern
California, yeah. For here, I think it's just pavement. We should just have pavement.
Chaparral.
Yeah, a mall.
Some weeds.
A mini mall. Replace all the palm trees with mini malls.
2 homeless guys leaning against each other.
Yeah, at a 7-Eleven. That's actually a good one. Yeah, let's replace them with 2 homeless guys just laying against each other. But Steve Lopez with the LA Times, I guess after me saying it for 25 years, has finally written an article in the LA Times. After 25 years of saying it on the air, probably 2-3 times a week, until I get blue in the face. But it says here, Catherine Barger's mother used to tell her that trees do make a community. But given the flammability of Southern California and how devastating fires can be and how the Santa Ana winds kick up, they've got to come down. They've got to come down. Or maybe put up the artificial ones that look like, cell towers. Those are always interesting. Right? Nobody's ever been fooled by one of those. Ever. Not once. Yeah. There are single-celled amoebas 1,500 miles off the Australian coast, under 3,000 feet of water at the ocean bottom, that don't believe that those are real palm trees. That's how horrible they look. And yet they keep doing that. They keep putting up these palm trees that are, obviously, just towers for, cell towers. And we look at them and go, okay, well, that's a cell tower. It's not a pine tree or an apple tree.
You think they should decorate them at all or just make them look like cell towers?
I don't know. I think they could go a different route.
Yeah.
Like maybe put up a light tower, like it was a high school, field or a Dodger stadium. That's a light tower. Okay, I like light towers. That's kind of cool. But to make them, to fake them like they're trees, and they're so obviously not. It just reminds you that it's a cell tower. If it was a cell tower, you wouldn't think anything of it. Like, oh, okay, I don't even notice that. But it's a fake tree that looks like a cell tower. That's not good. So I got into it with Steve Lopez. I was doing we were doing a panel. We were on a panel today at a TV station, and I got into it with him. And then the president reacted to it. Isn't that crazy? President Trump reacted to me being on TV with Steve Lopez from the LA Times. We have that audio? I think we do, right?
Good job. Tim.
Yeah.
Tim.
Thank you.
I watched you on television the other day.
Man.
You were unbelievable.
Yeah.
You ripped that guy apart.
Steve Lopez, yeah.
Man, that poor guy, he started getting a little fresh with
That's
Tim,
right.
and Tim just ripped him apart. That
That's
was
right.
beautiful.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I actually left a message.
I know. I got the message. I got it.
That's good. Great job, Tim.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
impressive.
Well, every
That's kinda
day they're
cool.
getting fresh with you.
Yeah, people like getting fresh with me. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I decided to maybe work out, and I think they're anticipating how great that's going to look.
Just the thought of it.
Just the thought of working out, right? Not actually working out, but just considering it. And they know that I can put this body together pretty quickly, and compete.
Yeah.
I can compete with some young guys out there, right? I can. I'm telling you, I can. Look, I modeled. You didn't, Angel.
How do you
Crozier,
know?
Yeah.
Bellio. Wait, you modeled, Angel?
Yeah, there was a catalog that I did one time. This place called Goldwater's. I think they're in
Really?
Texas or something. Yeah, I'll have to find it.
And what was it? What was it for? What kind of clothing?
It wasn't underwear, Tim, but it was
okay.
just clothing.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
cute clothes.
Yeah. Well, look, some people have underwear bodies. You know what I mean? That's why I got away with it. I don't know what's going on with you, but I had an underwear body. Yeah, that should be my new nickname, T-Bones, Uncle T-Bones, or AKA the underwear body. It's only the body. All right, I know. We got to take a break. I get it. I've been here for a while. I'd like to thank everybody of the management who put together a big party for us today. To thank everybody on all those station groups, on KISS, on this station, on KLAC, KIEB, Alt 98.7. And they gave us a big, huge lunch here because there was a lot of people that came in and worked overtime, worked nights to give you the latest information and the greatest information on those fires. And so there's a big lunch upstairs where management was very happy that everybody showed up. Valentine came on the station to do a night. John Colbert was on one night. Mo Kelly went every night till midnight. God bless him, right? Probably saved a lot of people, a lot of headaches, maybe even saved some lives. That's possible. And it was just everybody came together, and Bellio worked from home in her robe and her slippers, and that was noticed, mentioned.
Nice.
Yeah. And Crozier kicking ass, and so they had a luncheon upstairs, and I thought it was going to be the announcement of Bill Handel handing over the keys to me, and once he retires, I'm doing mornings, and then nothing was mentioned. Nothing was mentioned. So
It's still happening though, right?
Yeah, I guess just for a later date.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
At 5 o'clock, we'll be talking about the NFL. NFL referees are forced to respond to something at 5:05. We'll have that for you. But let's get into the weather. I think we're supposed to have weather again tonight. And it's really important that people get the weather message, especially with all our burned out acreage here in Southern California. So let's find out when, where, and how much we're getting, because it's going to be wet.
Well, I tell you, we're looking at the little break in between. We talked about this all week, how we're going to get one system moving through kind of on the lighter side. And then this second system, which has a little more punch to it, and that's what's coming our way. Clouds building up already this afternoon. Our LAX camera catching a look as the sky's turning grayer and grayer as we move in. And now we check out on the live Megadopper 7000, and we'll see how things are looking for us. You can see, again, the main rain is still to the north, and snow certainly up there. Winter storm warning up in the Sierra. Really strong winds, 70-mile-per-hour gusts. Snow.
Did you hear that? 70-mile-an-hour winds in the mountains.
Really strong winds, 70-mile-per-hour gusts.
Boy.
Snow, about 1 to 4 feet of snow and heavy rain up there.
1 to 4 feet of snow in the local mountains? Woo! Man, they love it up there. People love it when it dumps. It's dumping. You can do Dothies up there when it's dumping. That sounds like most skiers. It was dumping. It was dumping today. Yeah, I got my skis out. I was doing Dothies and I was dumping.
1 to 4 feet of snow and heavy rain up there.
Yeah, send the emails to Bellio. If you skiers get offended by that, please have a sense of humor.
1 to 4 feet of snow and heavy rain up there. Here in Southern California, again, we're between these two, so we still got some...
All right, we're between the storms right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Scattered light showers moving through the area. We're going to watch towards the north. That's where it's going to come in from. So right now, right around Ventura County, a little bit of that light to moderate rain is falling at the moment. Thousand Oaks, San Fernando getting some light rain. Other areas like around Long Beach, down to Santa Ana towards the OC, we're going to see no rain at all at the moment. But getting nothing at all. Other areas getting some light little rain here, there, a little sprinklage, a little bit of drizzle here and there. But it's going to start to ramp up here as we head towards the late afternoon, evening hours, and certainly into tomorrow. Yeah. We're looking at a lot of rain, much more than we had just right now.
Is that Danny Romero? Is that his name? Danny Bellio? Is that Danny? Who's doing that? From Channel 7?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Danny who?
I got this
Danny,
one. Danny Romero.
Danny Romero. He's great. I love that guy. He's great. He's great. All right. There was a shooting in Encino. Somebody was shooting somebody in Encino. And let's find out where this is.
LAPD giving an update a short time ago saying they have one man in custody. It's actually the victim's husband in this case. They say actually when officers were pulling up to the scene responding to those shots fired, they saw a man running away from the scene on Ventura Boulevard.
Oh, boy. All right, I'll tell you where this is. I used to live in that area. I used to live on Enfield in Encino. It's between White Oak and Lindley. Everybody got their bearings down? Between White Oak and Lindley, south of Ventura Boulevard. Okay? So it's south of the freeway, south of Ventura Boulevard, between Lindley and White Oak. Enfield, Zelza, there's a Ralph's Fresh Fare there. Used to be the Big Five across the street. Now it's some big-ass pet store. That's a cool area. A lot of cool shops in that area. And that's where that liquor store is with the big clock and with all those lights around it. That's a cool area, too. The Surprise store used to be over there. Moscatel's for you old school Valleyites. Moscatel's Surprise store. Yeah, it was a cool hang.
They've taken him into custody in a shooting that has shocked this entire neighborhood. Oh. LAPD says a woman in her late 50s was shot and killed in the middle of the street in Encino.
What the hell? Man, you rarely hear that. I don't remember the last time I heard that.
LAPD says a woman in her late 50s was shot and killed in the middle of the street in Encino.
What the hell's going on?
I called my wife right away, right? I was like, I just heard gunshots, and she said she had just heard women screaming.
Yeah, and the reason why people buy very expensive homes in very expensive areas is to get away from crap like this. That's the only reason to spend a lot of money on a home. Basically, the principal reason to buy a home where you don't see or hear this on a regular occurrence.
From our backyard.
Right around 7:30, those living near Hesperia Avenue, south of Ventura, say they heard multiple gunshots.
Left the house with my dog and got across the street and heard 5 gunshots. Sounded a lot. It could have been fireworks, but it sounded much more like gunshots, which is not something we hear around here very often.
That's right. That's right. That's why it's unusual.
Shots, which is not something we hear around here very often.
What's going on?
Or ever, I should say.
Police say the victim's 65-year-old husband was quickly taken into custody.
Otherwise, those homes in that area, I'm very familiar with those homes in that area. If they were in another part of L.A. or in the Valley, that'd be $200,000 or $300,000, maybe $400,000. But in that area, those homes are almost $2 million. And again, you're paying to not get shot.
And what we've later learned is what we believe is that this is a suspect of the shooting that we have here. So what I can say is this appeared to be an isolated incident of domestic violence.
Investigators haven't revealed what led up to the shooting, but neighbors tell me it happened right in front of a synagogue that's nestled in the middle of this neighborhood, run out of a house here. LAPD hasn't said if or how the couple is connected to the synagogue, but we've seen several people associated with that house of worship come up and down that taped-off street.
I've never heard of that before. A synagogue in a neighborhood? Is that a recognized synagogue? Is that some guy who's synagogued his garage? I don't know.
Those living in this neighborhood say outside of a few break-ins here and there, there's rarely crime here.
This is pretty quiet, pretty safe, and you see people walking around here around 11 o'clock, walking their dogs, and no problems. But that's what I love about this area. But having seen that tent up there, it's like surreal.
That tent is still up and the scene is still taped off. The medical examiner just showed up a short time ago. LAPD also mentioned that the couple, the victim and the husband, do not live in this neighborhood. And again, I asked about a motive, but at this point they said it's just too early in the investigation to know.
All right, shooting in Encino, south of Ventura Boulevard, between Lindley and White Oak. Very safe area. Very unusual. Very unusual.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Hey, Bellio, did you know that you got top 10 last year in promos? They do the top 10 promo list, and I heard him today up at that big gathering that we had upstairs. And I was shocked to hear that you made it. Not that you're not funny.
Gee, thanks.
But we've had so many great promos that they picked this one out. And this was one of the top 10 iHeart promos for the LA cluster.
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go. Ding dong with Bellio. The Carol Burnett of radio.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's what she calls herself. That's what she says.
Now I do.
Now you
I
do.
see it. Now I hear it.
You do. You absolutely do. Got that confidence back. Yeah. That killer confidence. You think LA's screwed up now? Wait till everybody's on psychedelics. Bellio, you seem like you're loaded most of the time. Are you on psychedelics?
I am right now.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing me leaving early.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
You're not on psychedelics. You're on the typical schedule.
Live 4 to 7 p.m. on KFI. And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
That's great.
I could see why it would be top 10.
I get it. Okay. You know what got to mention for sound effects?
What?
By the way, of the decade. How about that?
Whoa.
This one did.
I like the food. I like the prices.
So that's a good one. That's a cool one.
Yeah, no, that one stands out.
Yeah. It's not you.
That's why I wouldn't put it in the top 10.
That's right. Okay. All right. The halftime show press conference for the Super Bowl. Let's find out what's going on at the Super Bowl.
Apple Music, so go check that out. We're excited to be joining the NFL and Rock Nation to bring the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show to life with a monumental performance by none other than the great Kendric Lamar.
Kendric Lamar. How about that for the halftime show? That guy's hotter than hell. He had a couple of Grammys, and now he's doing the halftime show?
Kendric Lamar.
Oh, I bet Drake is pissed. I bet Drake's not going to be happy with that. Now, if you're Drake watching the Super Bowl, do you shut it off at halftime? I think you have to. There's a big battle going on between those two.
If you're petty.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, if you hated somebody, would you watch them on Super Bowl Sunday at halftime? Probably not. So I'll bet he does.
Let's get into the pregame. Nadeska, over to you.
I'm honored to introduce the American Sign Language performers appearing at this year's Super Bowl.
What?
I'm honored to introduce the American Sign Language performers appearing at this year's Super Bowl.
Oh, sign language. I thought she said sing language or sang language.
I'm honored to introduce the American Sign Language performers appearing at this year's Super Bowl. Performing Lift Every Voice and Sing, we have Otis Jones IV. Performing America the Beautiful and the Star-Spangled Banner is Stephanie Nagaris. Performing the A.S.L. version of the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show is Matt Maxey and A.S.L. interpreter Dylan Guile. Please welcome our official American Sign Language performers.
Woo! If they're deaf, they're not supposed to clap. They're supposed to wave their hands.
Right, and nobody's supposed to clap. It's supposed to be nothing.
You're welcoming them with clapping.
Right. It should sound like this.
And A.S.L. interpreter Dylan Guile. Please welcome our official American Sign Language performers. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Now, to all of our viewers, I'm going to tell you that I'm sitting next to some very impressive humans right here, and you're going to find out why in just a minute. So we're going to start with Matt, who founded an organization called Definitely Dope. Matt, I've never founded anything in my life, so I already find that pretty intimidating. Can you tell us a little bit about your org?
What's going on here?
So Definitely Dope was an organization I started to try to bring culture together. I grew up not knowing sign language and not really seeing role models that looked like myself. So when I got to college, I started learning sign language and realized that sign language and music was a great way to learn the language and at the same time get more people involved in becoming advocates and more conscious of accessibility and inclusion.
What's that experience been like for you?
It's been incredible. I think everything kind of skyrocketed when we went on tour with Chance the Rapper, becoming the first ever deaf interpreter to be picked by an artist to join them on tour. Since then, it's just trying to advocate and showcase as much as possible the talent of the deaf culture and community and help people become more intrigued by sign language. So now you see A.S.L. is the third fastest growing language in the country. And just watching it happen compared to no caption, no sign language. When I was growing up, it's beautiful to see the change.
That's pretty incredible. And touring with Chance the Rapper sounds like a lot of fun. It's very cool that Matt actually specializes in...
What?
She said it sounds like a lot of fun.
She didn't listen at all. She was just tuned out.
That's pretty incredible. And touring with Chance the Rapper sounds like a lot of fun. It's very cool that Matt actually specializes in signing A.S.L. for hip hop. So I'm really curious now how you feel going on to sign for the first halftime show to ever be headlined by a solo hip hop artist, which of course is Kendric Lamar.
Okay, that's got to be really difficult to sign rap music.
Especially Kendrick.
Yeah. And also, I mean, like if it was Eminem, you know, I mean, how could you keep up with him?
Yeah, Kendrick is right there.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do.
I think it's incredible. I mean, when I first started learning sign language and started going viral on YouTube, the first song I did was Please Don't Kill My Vibe. And I read a while.
What is it? Please Don't Kill My Vibe?
Please Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yeah, Please Don't Kill My Vibe. Who sings that? Please Don't Kill My Vibe? Sounds like something I say to Bellio every day.
Is that Kendrick?
Is that Kendrick?
That's also Kendrick. Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Please Don't Kill My Vibe?
Yep.
Please Don't Kill My Vibe. And I read a while back, and it was just, hey, that's my vibe, let's go. But ever since then, it's just become a full circle moment. I just kept going. Many times I wanted to quit, give up. But like people didn't understand the beauty and importance of sign language.
I got to be honest with you, man. This guy who can't hear is knocking it out.
Yeah,
I can understand every word that dude's saying. And I don't think he's able to hear what he's saying. And I can figure it out. That guy worked on that a lot.
And entertainment, so now to be here at the Super Bowl with two other talented performers and the people that helped make it happen, it's incredible to see the change and progress and still be alive to see it happening.
I'm so glad that you didn't give in and give up in those difficult moments. It's so nice to have you here. And now Otis. So Otis, you have a massive following on TikTok, and you don't use the platform just for entertainment. You actually teach classes on there. Can you tell us a little bit about
Lamar
this class?
in this piece? Bellio? Is it later on?
Absolutely. So I do teach on my platform. And the reason why I teach is because I grew up in Georgia, not really in the heart of a deaf community. And so I faced a lot of oppression as a deaf individual, as a black individual, without even realizing it.
Okay, we got to take a break. We'll come back and talk about the National Football League. The NFL referees are forced to respond to something over about Kansas City. We'll come back. We'll tell you what that is. We're live. Rain. I'm looking at it right now on Channel 7. Santa Barbara, Ventura, Thousand Oaks, Santa Clarita, the San Fernando Valley. It's raining in Burbank here. It's coming in, and it's going to be raining most of the night here in Southern California. It's Conway Show live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.